Oh.
Maybe Matt.
Can I just run over to where you guys are? Or that's
With what?
I was
Get
back.
those over.
I was back at the beginning. My tune wasn't doing anything.
No, run over to where we are. Yeah, click on it.
You'll see a teleport over.
I recognize the trappings of the generals commanding the Legion's forces. Before Sargeras took our world, these generals marshaled our armies and brought peace to Argus.
Yes.
So by the way, the shock troopers charge one of the three most farthest people away.
There can
So if
be
you're the
no
most
redemption.
farthest person away, you're probably gonna get fucked.
Now you tell me. They all just jump to me and whirlwind.
Well, you actually have to bait them out during the boss fight, because these are... In this raid, it is fantastic. All of the ads before each boss are actually in the boss fight, or at least some kind of version of them. So like the shock troopers and the pyromancers in this trash are the same ads as in the boss fight, obviously with much less health. But...
Yeah, it gives you a nice look at the mechanic before you go into it.
Yeah, it's way better than this trash has a completely... Like half the time they have completely irrelevant and often super shitty abilities.
Yeah, we noticed that going into the Fellhounds that all of the trash did some version of the boss mechanics.
Yeah.
Isn't that always the case?
No, it's usually shitty.
God, no. Could you imagine if anything on Desolate Host did anything like what the fucking ads before that boss did?
A lot of raids have always done that, though. I mean, they don't do exactly the same thing the boss does, but...
Well, these ones they do. They you actually get to see the abilities. Like you can see it on the way to the first boss. Like the first really big ad you fight is one of the weapons, and the last one you fight is the other one.
This is a long ass run.
Yeah, the first part of this instance is huge, and everything seems super far apart. But the back half, there's not really like a bunch of huge ones. So did everybody watch the Fat Boss videos for these fights?
Some of them.
I watched the first 5, that was it. I didn't expect to get past that.
Well, well, they're all heroic, so like there are certain things that just don't happen in normal. Some of them are still fucked up. Like Portal Master, the only difference between normal and heroic is there's 3 green lines instead of 1. It's the only difference, and obviously damage output, but those are the only differences.
The hits also don't pass in normal. You don't have to interrupt them.
Oh yeah, well yeah, but they spawn on top of you. If the tank picks them up, then you shouldn't. Like it shouldn't be like you need like 5 people dedicated or something. Your tank should be able to do it. Forced out, motherfucker. Karate chop harder.
Alright, I'm back.
Liquid, have you been Shadow since the change they made?
Which change?
The one where they made Void Eruption. By the way, that's like a disease. If you hit somebody else with it, it goes onto them, and it will continue forever as long as people keep getting hit. Void Eruption now deal... Oh my god, it took me back to the beginning. Jesus. Void Eruption is 700% more damage. And to compensate that, the Legendary went from improving its damage by 300% down to 75%. Which is still like a huge net gain.
I think I heard about that. I mean, I haven't raided with it since then.
Yeah, it's allowing Shadow Priest to kind of dominate in AoE fights now. And also, instead of you having to have like Void Touch and like it doesn't do it for each stack of Vampiric Touch and Pain, so all you have to do is put one or the other on a target for them to qualify.
Apparently, I was not standing on the edge of that.
Oh, and it didn't happen to any of you guys, but that elevator that you guys just went up, if you're standing underneath it when it comes down, it kills you.
Good. It's like a real elevator.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
it's the mythic version of the elevator boss.
Who's this Admiral Siverax?
Hello guys and welcome back to Fatboss TV.
He's the first guy.
Hello guys and welcome back to Fatboss TV. Today we're back from more raid.
Yes. Why did I not hear that person in Discord, but I heard them over your Discord?
Because he's just talking to me in the room.
Gotcha.
Stay family.
I can explain. If you want to. I missed the motherfucking elevator.
Alright, so can you only go into the pod one time during the fight?
No.
Or you just got to get out before you die?
Yes. The damage is pretty low in normal, and your body is actually still physically on the field directly in front of the pod, so you can be hit by AoE heals and shit while you're in there.
Oh, nice.
So, in the run I did, I pugged this boss on normal earlier in the week, and I was able to stay in every single pod the entire time, like just moving from pod to pod, just me. You don't really want to do that if you're ever planning on doing heroic, because people need to learn what to do inside of them. Because on heroic you need 2 to 3 people per pod. Because in heroic you get a debuff where you can't re-enter the pod for a minute after you've been in one. The debuff just doesn't exist in normal.
Gotcha.
Does anybody have trouble with vehicle bars? Like where you can't use your numbers with vehicle bars, like you have to click? It happens to me on my druid.
You volunteer as tribute?
May the odds always be in your favor.
I don't remember what the second pot is, but the third pot is the
It's
shield.
shield.
Right?
No, second pod is shields. Third pod is grenade detonation.
Somebody click.
Yeah, it is really fun.
Are there a lot of ads, or should I just have my Doom Guard?
The ads are up a very long time, usually, so you can, but they're not always clustered together, because every time the ad summon, you're going to get one of the Pyromancers, which is basically going to stay near the boss, and you're going to get 2 of the Shock Troopers, which charge out at random people that are far away. So they're not going to be, like, clumped together the majority of the time. They're going to be spread out a little bit. I don't know if that makes a difference on whether or not to keep your Infernal.
I'll try it. We'll see.
I would go with
Because he can if they start out clumped together,
They do.
He can stun them.
I was like sacrificing everything. Sacrificing for the gods.
What?
Alright, you don't have to.
There we go. Alrighty then.
Five,
Karina volunteered as tribute.
3, 2, 1.
I can go in first though.
This is one engagement you will not walk away from.
Legion, show these weaklings why we are the dominant force in the cosmos. I have calculated your odds of survival.
Can I interrupt the pyramids?
When should we last?
You can do it whenever, honestly. You can do it now, but I would wait till the next pot.
I have calculated your odds of survival. 0.
Somebody click the one at the very back.
Got it. Yeah, I need some more AoE spec.
Alright, start from nearest on the left, and then go from right. Alright, click the one far left, far left.
2, 1. Begin firing on my mark.
2, 1. I have calculated your odds of survival. 0, 1.
There's pyramids in the back just blasting you guys. It's got like no health left though.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Then next one.
Begin firing on my mark.
0.
slug.
Ouch.
Like that too early or what?
No, it just starts hurting them. Every time she does it, it does 25% more damage. But by that one, it was doing 100 or 225%.
I have calculated your odds of survival.
Four, three, two, one.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
I'll be right back.
Glad I could help.
Right?
So does the next wave of ads just spawn as soon as we kill the previous one?
Yeah, we just don't get them down fast enough.
Who was in the pod?
Draws in most of it.
Gotcha.
I did one, but that was it.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah, we took a lot of damage to mines too. But you just gotta keep an eye out when people start backing up.
Yeah, I'm trying to position the boss above mines and stuff, especially.
At least this elevator moves a little weird.
summon me.
I don't like this thing in the middle. Feels like I'm quantum leaping.
Oh boy.
Ziggy says no.
Oh boy.
I just want to know where Sam is.
Was
Right?
his name? Was his name Ziggy?
Ziggy is the
Yeah, Zig is the computer.
Yeah.
Ziggy Marley.
Fucking nerds.
Oh, you like that show?
We're all playing World of Warcraft.
5,
Oh, burn
4, 3,
on everyone.
2, 1.
This is one engagement you will not walk away from.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Hope you enjoy
4,
my
3,
adventure.
2, 1.
Like the dominant force in the cosmos.
So when we should hit the thing.
No one alive!
Begin firing on my mark.
No one alive!
4, 3, 2, 1.
I have calculated your options in my life. 0.
Begin firing on my mark.
Iron Man's from the back.
I hope you enjoy my adventure.
4, 3, 2, 1. Begin firing on my mark.
Uh-oh, dragon
Four,
died.
Somebody's gonna have to push next.
2, 1.
Does somebody else need to get in there?
Yeah, and you just keep spamming the one if you're one boss and two ability.
Legion, show these weaklings why we are the dominant force in the cosmos.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so somebody needs to get that pod quick and hit the number 2 ability to lay a shield generator down near the raid.
4, 3, 2,
Somebody needs to click it immediately. There it is.
Begin firing on my mark.
And then you need to put 2 more shield generators on that side. And then you only need to put 2 on this side because I have an extra over here already.
You're up the pyramids.
Somebody click one for the one in the middle.
1.
Begin firing on my mark.
Legion, show these
Somebody else check the pod.
why we are the dominant force in the
Ah,
That's... There's a slight delay after it gets dark, like a 3-second delay before she casts it. And even after she casts it, there's like another 2 or 3 seconds delay before it actually hits you.
1.
Begin firing on my
I
mark.
think we made it further this time, didn't we?
It's 27 last time.
Legion, show these weaklings why we are
4,
the dominant force in the cosmos.
2, 1.
Talk to me. Keep it real.
That's a good idea, thanks. See, I can run fast, but I kill myself while I do it.
So it's kind of like how you DPS.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like real life exercise.
I'll click the shields a little bit slower this time.
Well, you don't technically have to do it till it says Fusillade to move under the Vel shield. You don't have to click it till then, but that just gives way less time for people to actually get under it. Because it's a small cast time to activate the shield. So if all the range stack up on this side, like right here where I'm jumping, and the tanks bring her over here first, then the vast majority of the first phase's mines will go over here where we're not going to be till way later. So you don't have to dodge so many.
Makes sense.
Can I just pull her over to the elevator and then let her go down it, and then we'll be done?
I wish, but no.
Drag her to Orgrimmar.
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is one engagement you will not walk away from.
4, 3, 2, 1. Leave no one alive! 3, 2, hope you enjoy my adventures. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. I have calculated your odds of survival. 0, 3, 2, 1, 1. Demons!
So, stepping on the green things gives you a buff, right? Oh, holy hell, you can't jump over them either.
No, they're like proximity mines.
That sucks.
They're exactly like proximity.
I have calculated your odds of survival. 0,
You remember throwing them on the walls in Gold Match?
Right?
2, 1. Demons!
Back when games were great.
3, 2, 1. I hope you enjoy my adventures.
2, 1.
Two, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1. Four, three, two, one.
Begin firing on my mark.
Four, three, two, one.
Begin firing on my mark.
2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I hope you enjoy my adventures. 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Begin firing on my mark.
Watch your step. 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Begin firing on my mark.
goes a lot smoother.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I have calculated your all shall survive.
3, 2, 1.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
3, 2, 1.
No one alive! I have calculated your all shall survive. 0.
3, 2, 1.
I hope you enjoy my adventures.
2, 1.
Leader, show these weaklings why we are the dominant force in the cosmos. I hope you enjoy
4,
my
3,
adventures.
2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Leader, show these weaklings why we are the dominant force in the cosmos.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Four, three, two, one.
I have calculated your all shall survive. 0.
3, 2, 1.
Somebody's about to die out there.
2, 1.
I hope you enjoy my adventures.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's
2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
On the next one, use a breakpoint with it. Use merchants, whatever. On the next few slide.
Go, go, go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Damn. Nice.
Nice job.
We breached it, guys.
The War Council has finally paid for their treachery. Without their leadership, the Legion will fall into
I read my log and
chaos.
I thought it said you lost 38 gold.
Like they now charge you to kill bosses, man.
Hey, I got loot.
I got a tier piece.
A 5 level up.
So basically, if you guys decide to do this Tuesday and I'm not here with you, when you're inside the pond, you need to spam your 1 ability on the boss, and it gets 15 stacks. Alright, and then you can switch to an ad, hit it once, and then go back to the boss and hit it again. Then switch to an ad and hit it once. It just improves the damage the ad's going to take. On the first pod, your second ability is an AoE that kills the ads. And the second pod, it's those shield generators. You need to drop 3 near where you are and 3 near where you're going to be next. And that other guy, that one, the 2 ability destroys the grenades on the ground. So just find like big clumps of them and use the 2 ability to destroy them. And that's the whole fight in the pods.
Go for it.
Yeah, Boomkins, Locks, and Shadow Priest like wreck on that fight.
Can we roll if we don't want someone else to get it?
Yeah, can I roll for DE?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
There you go.
I got nothing that uses fell, but at least Natas won't get it.
Nice.
I roll, it's mine.
That's bad.
I just wasted a good roll. I just wasted my 1 good roll just to thwart Natas.
Alright, so we gotta do the life binder now, huh?
I kind of want to see if we can just go past these guys since they're fighting, but I don't want to go up there and get my shit kicked in. Yeah. Can you just go past? Nope. That's not a thing. Me and you, Orstat, we got this shit.
Where are you guys?
Front of the portal.
Oh, you went through the portal, okay. Touching themselves? Sounds about right. We're in normal. Yeah, you are.
I wish I had live communication.
Champions, I heard a familiar voice calling. Transform away inside this accursed place.
Welcome, mortals.
Maybe I was not getting. Oh, there she is.
Sanctuary.
I'm like, it wasn't letting me port, but I forgot you have to wait for her to talk to me.
For countless ages, my spirit has lingered here, safe from the Dark Titan's grasp. But he has found me at last.
Yeah, she's
come
racist
to
against
claim my
monks.
power.
Any monk abilities negate your ability to go through the portal. Because fuck you.
Time grows short. The enemy closes in. Approach me and stand
I think she's more
ready,
like
my
a
children.
shaman lover than a
The
monk
final
lover,
battle
possibly a druid lover.
is at hand.
I'd probably say druid.
Huh. Funny, she doesn't sound Druish.
Oh god.
That was a good one.
So how much fun did you guys have on this fight?
It's actually a pretty fun fight.
It is.
Once you memorize the pattern, it's not bad. And kill the bats.
Are you guys not flying? I'm flying.
Middle, lower, top, middle, something like that.
Yeah, I was gonna pull it up.
As long as there's a tank split where each tank is tanking one of the big guys, this fight is absolute king. But the big guys, man, one of their casts gets off, and that's like 10% of her health. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, looking up like, what the Fell Reaver doing?
Cool.
Greatest thing in the pug I was in here with on Tuesday, we had forgotten about one of the lower parts, and like the entire group of dogs made it to her. Rep Paladin just fucking slams down and blinds them all, and they all die before the blind ends. It was amazing. But I like this fight.
Come on, Chloris, you haven't done this fight yet?
You have to split the raid, but you can actually, there's a point in that where you can bring the raid back together.
This sounds like some weird book.
Well, the up, the middle, and lower we could do all together.
Yeah, you can go middle, lower, back to the middle, but then one half has to go lower, the other half has to go top. And then you can meet back at middle, and then the bats spawn. And the bats are really like the biggest bitch because melee can't get to them until they're almost to her. So you have to have your range blowing them up as soon as they go, no matter which group they're in.
Well,
Yeah.
Tips is in the top group because he's a top.
Oh yeah.
All right, I got the what you call it up, the order up, middle, lower, middle, upper, lower, middle, upper, lower, middle, lower.
All right, say that without reading it.
They won't last that long. Like as long as you kill everything, they won't last past like right past the bats. The next big guy that spawns, once you kill it, she'll destroy the ship.
Gotcha.
The spots where you see the white wind, they send you to the next platform.
Yeah. These ones?
Yeah, those.
Alright, so the 3 monks are going to do everything all together ourselves, and we'll handle everything.
Sounds good to me. I'll take a nap.
No, Tipsy, you have to go up to the top. You just stand up there.
Those reavers got to be interrupted too.
You just want me to stay up at top? Don't tell me that. I'll just run up there now. Just stay there.
No, do it like we did last time.
Come on now.
He'll tap your shoulder and you'll swap.
That's all up to her.
Let's do this.
So am I tanking this fight?
No, I think Quick is.
No. Okay. Switching to heals.
What?
Hold on, let me get over here and start this fight.
Get out of tanks
Start it.
before you can't get out of it.
I'm not in spec, I just set my roll.
Oh, you just set your thing. Okay.
The forces of the Legion seek to capture my essence for their infernal master.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Trying to kill me, Orstat?
4, 3, 2.
You have to tank the
lower, buddy.
Lower's on the way.
Tips had the mid damage.
I'll go with you, Tips.
Fine. Is that bad?
Begone, intruders! Back to your master!
Dude, I fucking love you guys, man.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Back to middle.
You got this one. We're stout, so I can get to the upper. Okay.
I'll go lower because I don't know how to go up.
Carefully.
Alright. I was getting the shit beat out of me by something.
Feel the potency of life. Fear
Life
is
Force
power.
2. Lower.
It's middle.
Oh, did lower and upper come at the same time?
Yeah, we got the lower one dead.
Okay, so then it's middle, sorry. I didn't know that.
Alright, the Investigator cannot be slowed, so we give it a second to get past the Fell Guards, and they won't be immune anymore. They're affected by all AoE, like Flame Strike and stuff, but no single or direct target abilities.
Right. She's at 90.
Alright, bats are out.
So where do I go now?
Bottom.
Go to bottom, you. Just one less now. When the lower Fell Lords come out. Yep, one less now. Well, I'm dead, so no.
Uppers out.
The bats are incoming.
I'll help kill the bats. I'll help kill the bats.
It's a pretty weird fight, guys.
Yeah, bats are the priority. There's still three of them up, it looks like. 4.
1.
Minions of darkness, you will know the
Maybe
might
just cast
of a
Life Force
Titan.
3, so that's good. So we got some Fell Lords incoming from the upper. Looks like middle's about to come out too.
Once you kill that top Fell Lord, it should, or the middle Fell Lord, it should.
Yeah. Thanks.
Uppers down.
Where the hell are all of you people?
Victory is nigh, champions. Dispatch their remaining
Oh, I
forces.
see.
I will see to their vessel myself.
Defeated.
You what?
Dippity-doo.
The tormented cries of the Pantheon ring out from
Not
deep
as
within
just
the
over
core
here in
of
front of her.
Argus. If Sargeras breaks them, as he did Agramar, no power in this universe will stop him.
Ooh, hey, a versatility trinket. Fucking piece of shit.
Release them, champions.
Dude, that trinket is so fucking terrible. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Like, that works better at the beginning of the fight than at the end, you know, where execute phases and shit are.
For the first time in millennia,
Damn.
a blow has
I know it. I would have liked to have a bonus roll of my fucking chess piece.
Focus on rising every time
Yep.
you fall.
a great power royals in torment.
I have a lot of
this
anger at the
world's
moment.
core.
Alright, also, let's sit.
Rendezvous with the Vindicator.
Yeah.
so we can
Oh,
prepare
shit.
for the final
Fucking pile.
Where are we going?
Back
Back
the way
out.
you came. You have to go back out.
I don't know.
Back
I'm
up.
going to hit the head. That's all I know.
Hit it pretty hard.
Yeah, can
Maybe
get
I
a
don't
beer
want
and
to
a
raid.
smoke
Maybe I want
break?
to go back to work.
Just remember, up is down.
Let's get out of here and regroup.
Talk about work.
And then we can take a quick bio.
Yeah, with
I think I need a
Yeah.
beer.
with all the anger going on, maybe I want to go back to work.
That's some a lot of anger, right?
I'm telling you what, I just did 12 and a half.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I'm glad you're back on Thursdays.
Yeah, for what, 45 minutes?
I don't know. 45 minutes to a /hour.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take both ports back out, like to where like the middle or the beginning is, and then you're gonna click on the glowy warframes at the bottom of the ramp. Nope. 69, 79.
69.
Oh, there.
Some developer was like, 68 sounds right, but 69's better.
Because he ain't getting no 69.
No, he's still in his mom's basement. When he's not dead.
Alright, y'all want to regroup here, get him in, and take a quick biome?
Mars Hotel.
Yeah, I gotta pee.
Wow! I will do my best, Grandmaster.
So after you take the warframe, just talk to the little light.
No, on that one, unfortunately.
Oh, on your mage, you
Lock
ran all
closet
the way
coming.
down. We had people doing it.
Oh, okay.
You might as well summon to the boss room.
I just did something stupid.
Is there trash?
Oh, there's zero trash.
Oh, okay. Alright, then go up to the boss room and we'll summon there and bio. Up in which way? Up in which way?
I'm
Up
at
and
the
to the
boss.
right?
You always go left. It's a video game. Always go left.
What? And
You
no,
go
we
right.
were already there.
You went right, didn't you?
What left? No, I don't know.
So irritating to hear that's in the background.
Portal. Just why didn't somebody say take the fucking portal?
We identified
I
an
said
area
take- I
crucial
said take
to
both
getting our
portals, actually.
troops to the front lines, only to find the place infested with demon spiders.
If you didn't say fucking, I didn't hear you.
Sounds like some fucking selective hearing to me.
Great evil prepares to strike. Stand ready.
All right.
Legion
I'm gonna be-
artificers are reckless, and I have found a weakness in their ordnance. Shorten their fuses and destroy their stockpiles.
Exactly.
A threat closes in. Bring it down, and show the demons they cannot stand against us.
We must unite against the Legion.
you want to take about 5 or 6 shock lances, right? Or so.
Say that again? I think it's around.
I thought it was like 6 or 7, you know. Looks like you could handle it.
Oh, I probably would.
You do that.
Cannot command.
This is just to see who's back. These fucking drops should give fucking like 5 million billion. I mean,
5 million billion.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm working on that level 74 right now at 168 billion, so.
74?
6 essence each boss so far.
You guys need to get out and explore other tombs.
Shit, I gotta go turn that into Dal real quick. Do what?
This is just a single target fight, or there are ads on this bitch? I'm not ready, but I'm here.
That's what that was for.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice of them not to screw people like they did, you know, every single time before. Like, oh, you hit 50, go fuck yourself if you don't want to go turn in the quest right now.
Alright, let's see here.
Yeah, each boss gives between like 3 and 5.
He has a bag of spears strapped to his back.
Dude, this fight is pretty fun.
And bombs strapped to his chest.
Yeah, I didn't watch the video past ANR, so.
Well, it looks like there's no ads.
Nope. There's traps instead.
We gotta break people out of them, or what do we gotta do?
No, they lay on the ground. If you want to, I can give you a quick rundown. I just need Nastas's permission first.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, I don't want to, you know, I don't like to be that guy. Like, well, my guild did it this way.
Right. Yeah. But you know, we have not done that yet, so we haven't established a
way in which to do it.
Yeah.
Alright. There's a tank debuff on the first and third phases. So the phases go like this. First phase is on this platform. Second phase we have to cross the bridge to that platform. Third phase we have to cross back over the bridge to this platform. When he's on this platform in phases 1 and 2, he has a tank debuff called Shock Lance. You want to taunt off at 5 stacks, and each stack you get will cause you to send out lightning to a random member of the raid. Members increased by the amount of stacks you have. So at 5 stacks, you will randomly be shocking 5 members of the raid. But if you taunt at less than 5, the timer doesn't have time to run out before the other tank has the taunt. So 5 is where you want to aim on this platform. On the second platform, the tanks need to taunt at 2. That debuff just does a fuck ton of damage to the tank. It's not really a raid thing that they have to care about. Also on the first phase, he drops mines on random people. They kind of look like the mines from the high command fight we just did. They're not as bright though. And just don't hit the mines. So like when somebody gets mines, we just kind of gotta like not get hit by them. And he has a thing called Slumbering Canister, which is asleep on a single person, and then when the timer runs out or that person gets dispelled, they do an AoE within 8 yards that will sleep anyone who's near them. So basically when you're going to start the fight with range like right here, and then melee and the boss directly in front of me, like over there by where the boss is standing, and then when the first lumbering gas goes, we all move to the middle. And then when the next one goes, we move again over here. Basically so the person can always be dispelled quickly without having to wait, because it's a 20-second debuff. So if you let it time out, that person's pretty much screwed.
Gotcha.
And that's the first phase, just taunt swap at 5, dodge the grenades, or mines, whatever you want to call them, and move away from anybody with the slumbering debuff. And you're just going to move back and forth until he transitions, at which point he's going to take off, and he's going to fly across the bridge. I want to say that's 70% or 66%, and he's going to lay 2 separate traps on the bridge as we cross. It's going to be the mines that you see in the first phase that he randomly puts on people, and green glyphs that are a 5-second stun that is unimmutable. Even it goes through paladin shields. You won't take the damage from hitting it, but it will still stun you even through full immunity. So the point is to dodge the traps as you cross the bridge. You can go on the sides of the bridge if you want. No traps spawn on there. Then we get to the second.
Can we fly over them?
You cannot jump over them. You cannot glide over them. You can blink through them. But it has to be true teleport. I believe blink and phase beasts are the only two that work to actually like move through them without getting fucked. And they're AoE, so if somebody is near you and hits it, or you hit it and someone's near you, you're both getting stunned.
Yeah, the monster's just gonna roll right over.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh no, that gets super fun the second time around. So when you get to the second platform, his tank thing, like I said, is just 2 stacks taunt, 2 stacks taunt. It's just a damage thing, and I believe it cleaves, so you don't want to be standing together. And then 2 random people are going to get a debuff that makes them big and red and puts a targeting reticle above their heads. Now they're going to be able to see a line, kind of like when you got the line on the dogs and you had to move it. They're going to be able to see a line, and they need to move that line so it's not hitting anyone on the raid. The raid cannot see the line if they do not have the debuff. They can see the giant targeting reticle and see the big red person, but they actually won't see the direction of the line because the ships spawn on random sides of the room. So they can spawn in the back, so it looks like you're safe, but if it's from the different ship, then you might actually still be in the path. It's very fucked up.
So then it looks like he's got, when he switches back, he's got more traps to avoid.
Yeah. Well, over there he's also going to leave fire mines, which are basically the same as the mines over here, except they do fire damage. But when he comes back across, then at, I want to say 33% or 40%, one of those. I believe it's 33%. He's going to cross back over, and any of the traps that we didn't activate the first time around are still going to be there. And he's also going to lay more of the burning mines and this thing called shock wire or something like that, or blast wire. The blast wires hit the entire raid regardless of range. When I was pugging this, a paladin thought it would be a good idea to immune bubble and horse his fucking way across the bridge, and he killed like 6 people because he broke 6 lines, like one right after the other. Try not to hit them. You can walk around them. You can even bust a couple, but you don't want to bust a fuck ton of them like super close together. No. And when you're coming back this way after the fire phase, the sides of the bridge are on fire, so you cannot use those to escape the traps. You just have to go through very carefully. And then back on this one for the third phase, he gets the shock lance back, so that's, you know, the tank thing that shocks people. He still does the green grenades. You'll get a pulse on you. You just have to move away from people with your pulse so you're not fucking them in the face. And then he drops like a billion green swirlies, and you just have to not get hit by the green swirlies. Arguably, the third phase is the easiest phase. You don't have to do a shit ton of movement, but yeah, just gotta watch where you're standing.
All right, let's see this.
Yeah. I don't have my easy markers. I hate that shit. In LBY, I have the easy marker shit, so I can just put markers up like
5, 4,
instantly.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, so melee stand where Orsad is, and range stand back here, and like kind of in a group.
Stay down. 3, 2,
Oh, no, obviously.
1.
Everyone get away.
Alright, once everyone's away from him, dispel. I moved out with mine, but you can go for a bit.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll collect you later.
Spell boys.
4, 3, 2,
Spell there.
1. Four, 3,
up if you can.
Alright, so avoid the bombs and those. Oh, they now have him setting fire to the sides no matter what phase. That's nice.
Ooh, that's not good.
Where the fuck did you go?
He went back to ore stout was still over there.
Try to keep your identifiable parts intact.
Got any more stuff?
Just put him against one of the walls. That's all I meant. No, well,
4,
maybe.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Okay, these lines are not as comprehensive as they used to be.
4, 3,
Gotcha.
1.
We'll do.
Beware.
Don't wait for it.
A few pieces will do.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. You've got nowhere to run.
Four, 3, 2.
Like, get your fucking targets away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. We need a complete corpse to collect the bounty.
Transitioning again in a
Few
second.
pieces will do. The more you fight, the higher the bounty.
You guys are out of range. Way out of range.
Oh, wow. They literally blocked it. You have to hit one.
Ha! Killed by the best.
I got stuck.
Interrupt that shit. I got you, Orstep.
4, 3,
I said I got you.
1.
Okay, so there's the pulse.
Alright.
Alright, so it's just gonna pulse right into people. If you have the pulse on you, just get away.
Fire on my
4,
position.
3, 2, 1. Four, 3, 2, 1.
Fire on my position.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
It's
No
pretty big.
stacks for you.
I don't know how he walks with a stack like that.
Woot.
Like I said, third phase is arguably the easiest.
It was vague. Why
Okay,
didn't
it's
that
hard to
ship,
explain a three-phase fight and not make it seem like fucking word salad, okay?
why didn't that ship
Oh, two-piece.
pull already?
I'm pretty sure your explanation of the fight was longer than the actual fight, though.
Right.
Right?
Hey, I would be happy if every boss only had 2 abilities, but people seem to like this thing called, like, challenges or some bullshit, I don't know.
Who fucking needs that shit?
Yeah,
LFR's for.
No. It is a fucking challenge to run LFR nowadays. It's a bunch of fucking dumbasses.
The first day that LFR for Kill Jaden came out, holy Christ.
I only tried LFR once on my pally until Jaden, and after 2 wipes, I was like, "Fuck this."
I think the first day, by the time I killed it, it was like 6 stacks of determination each.
Yeah,
That's
I
with me
think
tanking. So these are the actual ads that are there during the fight. The Annihilators and the Decimators are basically the same weapons off of the first boss. Annihilation is the little bulls you have to soak, which no one soaked that one right there. And the Decimators are the big ones you don't stand in.
Well, the red you have to stand in?
Red you do not stand in. And then those ones you do stand in. Green ones you stand in. And the purple ones, which will come off the next ads, you have to split them. These ones, the Demolishers. Put a debuff on somebody, or on 2 people, and it does shadow damage, and increases the amount of shadow damage you take by 200%. And the 2 debuffs are staggered, so if the same people get hit by both one after the other, they're gonna die.
No, I stagger sometimes.
Did you see that debuff we got when that went off? There'll be 2 during the fight if that thing's ever allowed to cast.
So what's our priority to interrupt?
It's not interrupt, you have to kill them. And the priority is the Demolishers, then the Decimators, then the Annihilators. Because unlike in the first boss, a single person can take the Annihilation rules on this fight just fine. And you can't get hit by the Demolisher rules, or the Decimator rules. And the Demolisher rules are just a bitch.
Yeah.
Hit the purple one, and then the orange one, and... Or, I'm sorry, yeah, the purple one, then the orange one, then the green one. That's the kill.
Opposite order from the portals.
There's just a 2... There's only 2 ads actually on normal, though, so you don't have to deal with all 3. At the same time, you will have to deal with all 3 throughout the fight. I don't know why they chose Demolisher when they already had something called Decimator. It seems like it's way too fucking close. Let's hold it for you. You'd think that, but to decimate means to reduce by 1/10, so it's actually not that threatening. I'm gonna decimate you like you're gonna cut off like a finger and a toe.
Hey, depending on the finger and the toe, you can't do shit without them.
Right.
You take a thumb and like a little toe, you're fucked.
We put world markers on each one of these hallways, like right here on the circle. And on the other 2 as well. Well, maybe not the same one on the other 2 as well. I don't know if you could hit the one in the back from there, you might have to come around.
Look at all the pretty colors.
Look at that.
Would you just look at that?
Alright, this is arguably the hardest fight on normal. Harder than the second to last boss, way harder than the last boss, because the last boss is fucking cake. This is arguably the hardest fight in the normal raid.
Okay, say again, over. I'm gonna need you back at the beginning of that.
Hard fight.
Hardest fight in the normal version of the raid.
No, I mean back at the description.
Oh. Alright, so you see where these markers are? When he hits 100 energy, so you see right now he's starting at 75. Every time he hits 100 energy, he's going to summon 2 ads on a mishmash of these sides. So the first 2 ads are going to be blue and purple, second 2 are going to be orange and blue, and third 2 are going to be orange and purple. You shouldn't really make it past that, because I'm pretty sure you'll die by then. And that's just not me being shitty, I'm pretty sure the fight will kill you by then. The tank swap is 1 stack of the debuff. If you take a second hit, it will more than likely kill you. Unless you're orsed out with your stupid stagger bullshit and can only take like half the hit.
I'll just go into demon form. I got it. Don't worry.
He will randomly target a melee player and slam his hammer down on them and leave a mine. It's just got a 5-yard pulse. You just can't stand in it. Eventually, the entire inner ring will be filled up, which is why eventually the fight will just kill you.
Big stick.
He has an ability called something that starts with an R. Yeah, I know it's fucking helpful. Sorry.
Probably
Ruin.
ends with a Nator.
Reverberating strike.
That's the thing that goes on melee. You'll get a reverberating strike and it'll just pop the hammer down where you are. Melee also don't ever be. You need to mark your tanks up. Melee can't be near the tanks because if they take the tank strike, it will kill them. It's an AOE around the tank.
Well, it also says that the tanks can't be near each other because his strike is AOE, so they need to be spread a little bit, but probably about 10 yards or so.
Actually, your off tank needs to be on the other side of the boss for that third ability in the list, Diabolic Bomb. What is he's going to summon 2 little void orbs on sides of the room, and they're just going to roll around in whatever like line they're summoned in. They're going to roll around. The DPS just dodge them. They do a bunch of damage, but the damage is reduced by distance. So your off tank is standing over here on the opposite side from where the raid is, and he's popping them as they come by. So he takes the full brunt of the damage, but it's only like 2 million. But if your entire raid all of a sudden takes 2 million hits, it's going to get shitty super quickly.
Yeah, I'll be dead before that.
So the tank, the off tank, it's basically whichever tank is not tanking the boss, because the DPS should pretty much stay between diamond and square at the beginning. So whichever tank is not tanking the boss needs to be popping the bombs when they go near. His next ability, Ruiner, is like the Lurker Below. You know, the little like water spout he's got, or that world boss in Azuna has a little water spout.
It spins around in circles.
It's kind of like that. It only does about 1/8 of the platform, but it does like something like 1 million damage every 0.3 seconds. So you can't get hit by it. So the little claw arm he's got is going to point at somebody, just run away. And he's going to spin either direction for a short period of time. Just don't be near whichever side he points that on.
Let's see it.
Well, one more thing. So when he hits 100 energy, he's going to summon these mobs. The mobs take less damage the more time they're doing their cast, called initializing. They take the most damage at the beginning. So you're going to want to prioritize the purple mob, which should be over here on the blue side. You should really split. It depends. You can split your DPS or go one or the other. Splitting is actually more helpful. That way both mobs get the more... Because once they are done initiating, they rise up, and then you have to deal with their abilities until they die. Each time one dies, it does 6% of the boss's health to it.
Okay.
So, at the end of the initiation phase, once they're done initiating, you have to be off the bridges back into the middle of the room because the boss will one-shot you if you are still on the bridge after the ads come out. So yeah, so you want to get a look at it.
Alright, when we bloodlust?
You have to wait till the second ad phase to bloodlust. So don't pop your cooldowns on the pool, wait until the first ad phase. And then you're going to save lust and second pots till the second ad phase, and then you should have your cooldowns back up for the third ad phase. You don't use anything on the boss.
How far apart are the ad phases?
Every time he hits 100 energy, I think it's like a couple minutes or a few minutes. It's either 2 or 3 minutes. The first one is pretty soon though, because you start
on or
5, 4, 3,
Start on diamond or
2,
the other one.
1.
Ow! How did that happen?
I saw the cask go out, and I'm like, oh, it's fine. It was not fine. Alright, there's the diabolic bomb on the other side. It's coming around. Just get away from it. Alright, he's was casting the ads.
You will be test subjects for my ultimate weapon.
5 cooldowns on.
Oh, I'm guessing I should be over there.
Make it back to the middle, back to the middle, back to the middle. Finish off that demolisher first.
It appears adjustments still need to be made. Send in the next test subject.
Alright, now go kill the decimator.
Oh jeez, come on, man. Hang on.
Avoid the bombs. Don't pop the bombs till the dads are dead.
See how fast you can run.
All healers dead.
I don't really know what's going on.
Just heal, yo.
They're all dead.
Yeah, I know.
Forging strike.
Yeah, that was standing next to the tank.
Send in the next
Pretty
So we have to make a decision here. Do we run and kill the purple first, or
I mean, you might be better off just like me and who is it? Just me and Tips on the one side.
Send in the next. I will turn you to ash.
I'm taking the shit out of this dude?
Right, show off.
My ultimate weapon.
You get one of those purple balls in your ass, though. It doesn't have a string on it. You can't pull that out.
Yeah, that might hurt a little.
You know, I got accused of all the ass comments for you Vespies, so just so you know.
By who?
It was Lori. It was like, just no more ass comments, Rodney. I'm like, that wasn't me. I love the
Oh no, I died.
That's like that fell reaver out in Hellfire. He gotcha.
So basically, this is just a DPS check.
I thought South Park episode. Why's everything got to do with something either going in or out of my ass?
Not us. I'm actually surprised you did that well as Affliction.
Or Style's still dead. He rage quit.
No, I'm trying to figure out why I can't see debuffs.
I think DBM's fucked up.
It's not DBM.
Did you turn them on?
Yeah, they're checked on.
Turn it off, turn it back on.
Recycle the power switch.
Just buy a new one.
Probably have to de-static it.
Yeah, it's probably something with your ISP.
UPS problem.
Oh, hey, you can fall off the edge here. Did you know that? Because now I know that.
I think you need to explain this fight to yourself again.
But yeah, splitting DPS is usually better so that both, like, one of the ads isn't almost full when it comes out. If they're both like sub half, it's fine. But if like one's dead and one's like near full, that's gonna be shitty for a while. Especially on the first set. Like the purple and the orange ad together are just shitty.
We'll just say group 1 is purple diamond, and group 2 is square, and we're gonna put Mars into group 2. No, group 1. Sorry.
So that's diamond, right?
Yes. Group 1 is diamond. Group 2
Okay.
is square.
Which was orange, but now it's nothing. That'll leave group 2 at blue both times.
What's the one behind him?
That should be a circle.
It was moon.
Oh, it's a moon now.
It was moon, yeah.
So what's that one?
So it's gonna go square diamond, and then the second time he summons them, it'll be square moon, and then the third times it'll be moon diamond.
Okay.
So left and right.
Yeah. If you are not getting
Basically,
one
it
summoned,
moves
you go to
clockwise.
the other one. Does that make sense? If your group is not currently being summoned, you go to moon.
Makes sense to me.
All right.
I just want to say, if you're on star or circle, you're going to get the cleave, so stay away from those two, because that's where stout winner going to be.
Even if you're running from the ruiner, just stay outside melee range, and you shouldn't have to worry about it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Prepare to be deconstructed.
Man, Natas, that was fucking close.
I know.
So a bunch of people are always out of range.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the purple side.
Alright, I guess I'll stay on this side.
Okay, time. They get an aggro table too. Kill all DPS focus the purple one first. You have to split that purple one if you don't die. Ours was 40% when it came out. What was yours on that side?
I don't remember seeing it. It was below that, I'm sure.
Below. It was fairly low.
That one's the less shitty one, so we might just want to put everybody on the purple and then do what we can with the orange one when we get over there. Because it's just more important the purple one dies, because that ability is retardedly overpowered. Basically, you need 5 people to soak each one, but the same 5 people cannot soak them. So you need 10 people to soak with this ability.
I got this shit.
Okay. Here you go, unload. You might be able to last until he summons shit again.
You will be test subjects for my ultimate weapon.
I can't jump in.
No, here. There you go. Another pool?
Are the tanks supposed to soak those balls as they're rolling around?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I don't soak balls.
Sure you do.
The greatest cork soaker in the world.
I hate running in front of Quid, because I know what's gonna happen.
I can't even do that in Shadow.
Are you serious? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Every time I run past you, I get like really paranoid. I'm like, I know it's coming.
I don't have feral lunge. I have down jump though.
Just a win, man. It's the best ability in the whole game.
Yeah, I used to like blink until it sent you in random directions and got stuck on stairs. Yeah, pretty much the PTR for the game coming out in 2004.
You still get stuck on stairs in Alterac Valley, dude.
Yep. I got stuck inside a tower in Alterac Valley one time. Like, I got stuck in the wall of the tower. I couldn't get out.
Yeah, I don't take momentum. I take the one where you can take your blink back after you do it. It's super good, even especially on like this fight. I've seen mages like blink past the ruiner, and then once it changes direction, just
yeah, displacement.
Okay, so this time we're just all gonna focus on whichever is the decimator, right?
Blue side.
Okay.
He seems to be coming from the blue side.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa, don't get classy here. I need to church it
on
up.
Moon the second time, so.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Prepare to be deconstructed.
So you're standing on the purple side, don't you?
Well, everybody's going to be on purple side this time, and then we're just going to move as a unit towards blue.
Witness true power. Allow me to demonstrate my newest invention.
Holy shit.
Such an honor. You will be test subjects for my ultimate weapon.
I feel like we're not spread out far enough around this circle.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I want to get
he
another
takes
kill on
99%
this
less damage while he's. No, you guys can do this guys too.
Yeah, because once these things become active, someone's gonna tank them.
You're not gonna have to tank him. You just tank the other guy. Yep.
So kill the decimator first. No, not the orange. Decimator's the orange. Kill the orange one now. Move those orbs out. Move the circles out. Oh god. Oh god.
Well, that looked a little better. Had 3 of us not died on that first. We didn't get any DVM warnings that first green shit.
I'm in my ISP.
Some disassembly required. Witness true power.
Watch the balls.
I was gonna see how many
Test
you
was
did.
a resounding success.
4 balls. Good job.
No, I got 4 hammers.
For the whatevers.
Oh, you took the hammer, too.
He takes 4 balls all the time, so.
I took the balls first, and then I took
Balls and then the shaft.
That's the ball game. Right?
Hey, Tips gotta go. You don't have one more pull in you, Tips?
I did too.
Alrighty then.
Sorry.
Purging protocol. What the fuck?
You're on the platform, get off.
No, I'm.
Yeah, I just ran before I looked.